your church has decided to clip in and begin the Healthy Church Initiative process. For 6 months, a leadership team has met to learn about change, aligning activity, developing disciples, and focusing outward. The Consultation Weekend is a time for churches to take an honest look at themselves, learn about themselves from different perspectives, and learn the tools and ideas to move forward with new life and energy. The HCI process has created renovated churches all over the state and the country, but it takes the entire congregation to clip in, to trust, and to provide the pedal power and move ahead in faith.
What I've discovered with the Healthy Church Initiative is it not only helped me as their senior pastor, but it's helped the leadership of the church begin to look at what it does well as a church, look at where we need to make some shifts in our thinking and in our actions in order to accomplish what we have been called to do, which is to make disciples of Jesus Christ. There is much information that will help us to implement as we walk down that road the things that we so passionately want to do. Whether we are not short of passion, but maybe just of how do you get there. Healthy Church Initiatives helps us to do that.
In addition to the 6 months of leadership development, various documents are submitted to help the HCI consultation team gain a better understanding of the church and what new ideas may be helpful. During the weekend, several focus groups are interviewed to enable the team to see the church from different angles. And of course, churches are asked to pray for all involved. The All-Church Workshop is several hours of discussion about where churches are and where they want to go. Participants gain understanding about change, common issues facing churches everywhere, and tools and ideas they can use to move forward.
We would like for Kingswood to be an example of things that are great and growing for Clovis and for the district and for the conference.
More workers. The fields are full and the workers are few.
People don't like change. So a meeting has negative connotations. So one of the things to think of, especially with adaptive work, is to think that it's less about a change than it is a shift. Why don't we just shift to where we do this way? And if you shift, one of the great things about shifting is that sometimes you realize that's not working the way we thought it would. Let's shift this way. Or let's shift further, or let's shift. So it's not change, because we think of change as a static thing. This was one thing, now it's this. Well, if we shift, you can shift again.
So one of the things with churches is to get to where to have more than one life cycle means you need a spark of life here and there. You need a change of direction. You need something, an adaptive shift to move you. And that's part of what Healthy Church Initiative is how to talk about a healthy shift to move you to a different place. Not that what you've done in the past is bad. It's just here's a new life cycle. Here's a spark of life. And that's part of what we're working at doing here.
During the church workshop, the consultation team takes all the information they've gathered thus far, and even some of the feedback they're receiving while the church workshop is going on to develop their report.
Vulnerable when they're number one. So in other words, when you are at the peak of success, you're most vulnerable. And so even before you get there, you can be thinking, okay, what's the next new thing for us? Or another way I like to look at it is a video I saw years ago, secular video, of a guy, National Geographic photographer, and he talked about taking photographs. And if you've looked at National Geographic, you know the photographs are amazing. And he said if he's gone to do a shoot somewhere, he'll take, I'm not exaggerating, like 10,000 photographs. And the way he put it was, I'm always looking for the next right answer. You can take a photograph and it looks great, but what's the next right answer? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And that's a shift. That's a shift mentality, isn't it? What's the next right answer? So even if you're on the upslope, what's the next right answer? How do you shift to get to the next right answer? And so that's part of what consultation teams can do.
Ours was that we have an action plan and action from the Healthy Church Initiative, from the other things that we had with Jeff, the 5, what was it, Marcia? Vision? Aspire, that we do something with these things. We not just talk about them, but we start moving.
All I'm telling you is coming out of this table. If you notice, we have 4 different areas.
Yes, sir.
The center of it, the heart of everything is communications.
Oh!
And right there is verbal, written, online, and the website. Wow!
Consultation Sunday is the culmination of months of work and prayer. The pastor receives a report first. The lead consultant preaches at the Sunday service, and following the service, the church hears a report. Churches will plan a town hall meeting to decide whether they want to move forward with the prescriptions. A coach will be assigned to help churches implement the prescriptions in the recommended time frame. HCI cannot work without every church member providing their energy and their gifts. Clip in and see where HCI can take you.